welcome back to my channel. Teresa Love here. Thank you so much for clicking. It means so much. If you could also like the video, that would be totally awesome. And if you could subscribe, then you could join the family. Okay, so today we're going to talk about POTS symptoms. Postural Orthostatic Tachycardia symptoms. Let's get into the video. So in my previous video, I talked about POTS and how I have this syndrome, and I've been dealing with it for 4 years off and on with these episodes. So I wanted to talk about the symptoms because there's a crazy amount and there's a huge list, and it's like people just think like, oh, I'm just tired all the time, but really it's like, no, there could be something wrong with you. So I just wanted to give you a list of the symptoms and kind of relate it to how it kind of works with me. So for POTS, the symptoms can be totally debilitating. They can be mild on some days and totally just severe and like non-functioning on other days. I mostly have non-functioning days because I have not had any days where I'm like up and excited and able to do everything myself. And like I had my mom help me set this all up so I didn't have to use a lot of energy. So from day to day, it can change. One day I can have a little more energy, another day I can be just on the couch like all day. So here are the list of the symptoms. I got this from potsuk.org. They're a great website in the UK that knows way more about POTS than America does. So I've actually been researching and just learning more to try to figure out how to handle this. Because now it's been 3 months and it's very difficult. So dizziness is one of the huge symptoms, and it can happen whenever. You can be walking, you can be sitting, and all of a sudden you'll get just super dizzy. It's kind of like a vertigo when the room spins, but it's mostly like stuff is bouncing back and forth and you can't, and you're super like disoriented. Because of the lightheaded and dizziness, you can faint, and I have not fainted or blacked out, but this is a very big symptom that happens. I've gotten very close, like after a shower with all the hot water, my body just totally like shuts down, and I've almost blacked out, but that is super scary. So palpitations is when your heart is beating super fast and super hard. For me, it tends to beat hard, and then I'm like trying to figure out like, is it beating super fast, or is it just because it's so hard that it's like hard to breathe? You can be super tired and have so much weakness. So for me, I tend to like sit as much as I can, or like I have this rolly chair in my room that if I'm in my room and just doing stuff like makeup and putting stuff away, I just roll on the chair so I don't have to do the actual walking motion, because for some reason the walking motion, just the standing upright, really just makes you so much more sicker, and you can just have no energy by the time you walk 5 steps. Brain fog is not just for pregnant people. It is a crazy symptom that you just think like, wait, why can't I think of that? That's such a normal thing, and for some reason I just can't think of that word. But I know exactly what I'm saying, I just can't think of it, and you just lose your train of thought, and it makes you seem super out of it when really you just have brain fog. Shakiness can happen if I like overdo it and I'm like just out for an hour or so. Then afterwards I've worked so much and used all of my energy that my body just like shakes, and it's super weird and it does not feel good. It just feels like you're exhausted and you just can't do anymore. Shortness of breath happens a lot. It's also from the fatigue and the weakness, because you're walking 5 steps and then you're like, okay, now my heart is hurting, I really can't breathe, and it's just super difficult because you're like, I should be able to walk to the bathroom. Like, that just makes no sense. So it's like, it's a very aggravating symptom because you're like, you want to be stronger than you are, but because of this POTS, you're not. Chest pain happens a lot. It's the same as like with the shortness of breath, where all of a sudden you'll have this pain and it just hurts, and you're just like, you know it's not a heart attack, but it hurts so bad that you'll be walking or whatever and you'll have to go lay down because it hurts really bad. For blurred vision and problems with your vision happens a lot for me. I can't even read right now unless the book has like 3 space printing, because it's very hard to focus and my eyes keep like darting back and forth. And I get these weird feelings where like everything is so disoriented, and the colors and everything, like looking at everything is just so off, and it's like it's not even easy to walk because of that. And the last thing is poor sleep or insomnia. This is one of the worst things because you go to bed at 10 o'clock or whatever, or even midnight, and you're still up until like 4, and like you have no control, so you end up just watching Netflix, and it's like every single night, and then you end up sleeping in the next day, and your day's kind of ruined. I mean, I'm sick anyway right now, so the day doesn't really matter as much, but the insomnia is really hard because you're literally just laying in bed, and you're like, I just want to sleep, I just want to sleep, and then you're wide awake, and you just can't control it. I also get bone pain, which is this pain in your bones. It's not your muscles, and it's not your skin like when you have the flu, where you press it and it just hurts and your bones just hurt, and it's a very annoying pain because it just hurts so bad. Like scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 10 when it hurts. Okay, so that's my video for the POTS symptoms, and I'm hoping this video can really help someone who maybe is wondering what all these crazy symptoms are and what it could be, and maybe it could be what they have or something close to it. And I hope you have an amazing day, and thank you so much again for watching. Bye bye!